Hello students, let's continue exercise 3.2 in this video. Second problem, on comparing the ratios A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2, find out whether the line representing the following pair of linear equations intersect at a point or parallel or coincident. Okay, so we have to find out this ratio. And we have to find out whether the lines coincide or parallel or they intersect at a point. That we have to find out. So this is the first subdivision. Linear equation is given. We have to find out this ratio. So solution, given expressions. Okay, so given expressions you should write. Then comparing these equations with a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. Okay, and this is the second expression. One more thing I have to say, in a question they may give you as this c1 here, okay, equal to c1. In that form they may give. So what you should do, after taking the question itself, you should bring the c1, c2 here in the LHS. Okay. Then only that expression is correct to find out A1, B1, C1 like that. Okay. We get A1 equal to 5. Okay. So that equation we are having now, from that X coefficient is 5. Y coefficient is minus 4. With the sign you should take. Then C1 equal to 8. Where the C1 should be? It should be here. In the LHS it should be. Okay, that's why it is plus 8. Okay, then second expression, A2 equal to 7, B2 is equal to 6, C2 equal to minus 9. Okay, so A1 by A2 equal to, so A1 by A2 is simply divide these two numbers, 5 by 7. Then B1 by B2 minus 4 by 6. So you can simplify still more. So it is minus 2 by 3. C1 by C2 equal to 8 by minus 9. We see that all three are not equal. Okay. So, A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Okay. So, this is enough. We are not, this itself not equal means then we are not worried about C1 by C2. Okay. First itself these two are not equal. Then why we want to bother about C1 by C2? So, this is enough. So, by this we can say that the pair of linear equations given in the question have a unique solution and the lines cross each other at exactly one point. Okay, this is the condition which we studied in the previous video. So this is a condition means then we can say that the pair of linear equations are having unique solution. That means only one solution it is having, and if you plot this equation in the graph, you will have two lines intersecting at one point. Okay, intersecting at one point. Okay. Then next subdivision. Given expression is 6x minus 3y plus 10 equal to 0. 2x minus y plus 9 equal to 0. This is the given expression. So we are going to compare with this standard form. Okay. So now we are going to write A1 equal to 6. B1 equal to minus 3. So, where I am writing? A1 is this one, 6. B1 is minus 3. With the sign you should take. Then C1 is plus 10. Okay. Then A2 is 2. B2 is minus 1. Okay. Nothing is there means the coefficient is 1. Okay. Minus is there. So, you will write minus 1. C2 equal to 9. Then A1 by A2. That means this 6 by 2. 6 by 2 can be simplified to 3 by 1. Then B1 by B2 equal to minus 3 by minus 1. That is also 3 by 1. C1 by C2 equal to 10 by 9. Okay, this we can't simplify anymore. So, A1 is equal to, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 and not equal to C1 by C2. Then what's the condition? Then it means that the pair of equations given in the question are parallel to each other. Okay, this condition is obtained means then it says that the two lines are parallel to each other and they never intersect each other and there is no possible solution for the given pair of equation. That's a final answer. Then next question. So the problems which I didn't work out in the previous problem are your homeworks. You try on your own. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now coming to the third problem. On comparing the ratio, find out whether the following pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent. Okay, we have to find out consistent or inconsistent. Very similar to the previous problem only, let's solve now. So these two are the expressions. So I already told this constant is in the RHS. First step what we should do? We should bring this constant to the LHS. So when it is coming to the LHS, it will come in the opposite sign. Okay, so solution given expression is this one. Okay, so or here itself I wrote 3x plus 2y equal to 5 means we can write it as 3x plus 2y minus 5. Okay, here itself I wrote this C bringing to the LHS. Okay, comparing with this equation with the standard form, we can write a1 equal to 3, b1 equal to 2, c1 equal to 5, a2 equal to 2, b2 equal to minus 3, c2 equal to minus 7. Now a1 by a2, that condition we have to find out. a1 by a2 equal to 3 by 2, b1 by b2 equal to minus 2 by minus 3. Okay, then c1 by c2 equal to minus 5 by minus 7, which is equal to 5 by 7. So all three are not equal. Okay, so first a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. That itself says that these two equations intersect at one point and they have only one possible solution. These two solutions are consistent. Okay, I told you this consistent in the previous video itself. So this equation is consistent. That's what we have to find out. The next subdivision is 3 by 2x plus 5 by 3y equal to 7. This is first expression. 7 equal to 7. 7 is in the RHS. So bring it to the LHS. Okay. 9x minus 10y equal to 14. So write the given equation. Okay. Then a1 equal to 3 by 2 and b1 equal to 5 by 3. How I wrote, you can understand. X coordinate is 3 by 2. Okay, so fully you should take 3 by 2. Then y coefficient is 5 by 3. Okay, this 7 it is in the RHS. So bring it to the LHS. Then write minus 7. Okay, then here the coefficient of x is 9. Coefficient of y is minus 10. And C2 is minus 14. Okay, A1 by A2 equal to 3 by 2. Actually, how you have to write 3 by 2 divided by 9 you should write. Since this is typing, I can't write that. So I showed with the bracket. Okay. So 3 by 2 divided by 9. Okay. So 9 is in the numerator and 9 by 1 you can write. Okay. So 3 by 2 divided by 9 by 1. So put that 1 to the numerator and 9 to the denominators. That's why you are getting 2 into 9. Okay, this fraction divided by 9. Okay, so this 9 will be in the denominator. Don't confuse. It will be in the denominator. So 2 into 9. So 2 into 9 is 18. Okay, so 3 by 18 is 1 by 6. Then b1 by b2 equal to 5 by 3 into minus 10. This is also same way. 5 by 3 you have, and here in the denominator, that is b2 is minus 10. Okay, so you have to multiply with the denominator of this fraction. Okay, so 5 by 3 into minus 10. Okay, that is equal to minus 1 by 6. Minus 1 by 6. Then C1 by C2 is equal to 1 by 2. Since A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, we can say that these two lines are consistent and they intersect at a single point. One point it will intersect. It will have one possible solution. Okay, that's it. Then fourth problem. Which of the following pairs of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent? If consistent, obtain the solution graphically. Okay, this is one step further. Okay, so the previous problems we found out whether it is consistent or inconsistent and we stopped it. Now what we have to do, we have to plot it in the graph and we have to find the solution. So given these two expressions, comparing with the equations with the standard form, you will get a1 equal to 1, b1 equal to 1, c1 equal to 5. Then a2 is equal to 2, b2 is equal to 2 and c2 equal to 10. Okay, so 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 and c1 by c2 will be 5 by 10. That is also equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so all three are equal. What does that means? The equations are coincident and they have infinite number of solutions. Okay, the equations are consistent. Okay, the equations are consistent, that is they are having a solution, so they are called consistent, and they are having infinite number of solutions because they are going to coincide. So we have to find the solution for the first expression. Okay, x plus y equal to 5, no? So you will write x is equal to 5 minus y. So for that, solution table is this one. Coordinates you are getting 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay, you know, right, how to find out the solution. In the first exercise you learnt, okay, how to find out the solution. You have to take the any value for y. Okay, so which will give you a comfortable coordinates. Okay, so if you substitute 1 in y, you will get 5 minus 1 equal to 4. Okay, if you substitute 2 in y, okay, 5 minus 2 equal to 3. If you substitute 3, 5 minus 3 is 2. So this is how you get the solution table. So one more equation you have, for that also similarly you have to find the solution. Then you have to plot it in the graph. So these coordinates 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3. So in the previous table also you got the same coordinates. So that means these two lines are going to coincide. Okay, these two lines are one above the other. So whatever point is there, they are in the same line. Okay. From the figure, we can see that the lines are overlapping each other. Therefore, the equations have infinite possible solutions. Okay. Not 1 or 2, they are having infinite number of solutions. Okay. So, I'll continue the same exercise in the next video. Thank you, children.